Hello all. Today my topic is Unit 1, session number 6 and 7. The topic is Areas of Industrial Psychology. What are the areas related to industrial psychology? The first area is the tools and techniques of science. Psychologists study human behavior through the tools and techniques of study. They can use different methods, different tools, different psychological tests in recruiting the employees at workplace. They can use different tools and different techniques in industrial organization psychology. To understand their work, we must become acquainted with the ways in which they perform research and analyze the data and draw the conclusion through these using these tools and techniques. The second area is recruiting and selecting employees. Recruiting focus on attracting, selecting and designing the appropriate candidates for one or more position within an organization, permanent or temporary, that is called as recruiting. It also measures an individual's likelihood of joining the organization and its compatibility with the company's mission, vision and values. So this recruiting and selecting is very important area in industrial psychology. The selection process aims at conducting interviews and evaluating candidates for a specific job defined at recruitment, selecting finally an individual for the vacancy based on predefined criteria. Selection can range from a very simple process to a very complicated one, which depends solely on the company you hire or the position the candidate is looking for. It is a process of sourcing, screening, shortlisting and selecting the right candidate for the required vacant position or right position. So this is the second area of industrial psychology. The third one call it as evaluating employee performance. It is a process of assigning an employee's job performance and productivity. It is very important in evaluating employee performance. Performance means assessments can create benefits for management and employees through improving performance, but can also be stressful, so they must be very careful implemented. So evaluating the employee performance also is very important in industrial organization setting. The fourth one call it as employee training and development. The next area is employee training and development. The employee training and development implies a program in which specific knowledge, skills and abilities are imparted to the employees with the aim of raising their performance level. Training and development involves improving the effectiveness of organizations and the individuals and team within the team. Given the training for employees are also very important and they have to improve their knowledge skills in the specific working situation also very important. So this is the next area of the industrial psychology. Training may be viewed as a related to immediate changes in organizational effectiveness via organized instruction, while development is related to progress with the longer term organizational and employee goals. It is very important in employee training and development. The fifth area is called organizational leadership. As we know, leadership is very important in any organization sector or any workplace. Organizational leadership is a field of work that includes setting goals for both individuals as well as group. This field of work may be include large projects with a business corporations or smaller projects with a groups of people who share similar outlooks. Individuals looking to become involved in this field will need to be organized and vision oriented. The ability to see both the small and big picture is necessary. It takes someone who can meet the needs of many different types of people who are working together towards a goal, which is also very important. The next criteria we can talk about. The next area is called motivation, job satisfaction and job involvement. It includes the quality of leadership, advancement opportunities, job security, characteristics of the physical and psychological work climate. which is very, very important. Many aspects of the work environment affect motivation, satisfaction, involvement. If the employee have motivation, he is going to do the work easily. The employee has this motivation, job satisfaction, job environment, definitely the organization development will be occur. The next area we can call it as a organizational psychology. As I told you, organizational psychology or behavior, which is very, very important. How the people do the work is very, very important. Whether our work is an in classroom or department store or a software company, it takes place within the particular organizational climate or culture. The climate, organizational culture or climate affect the work of the employees. This culture includes formal structure and policies of the organization and the nature of its leadership and the informal groups that arises among the workers. So this is very important in organizational psychology. The next area number 8 is working conditions. Working environment or working condition is very important. The physical aspects of the work environment were the first to be studied in a industrial organization psychologist. Much research was conducted on lighting, temperature, noise, workspace design, working hours. These are all comes in under We are all studying in Hawthorne effects or Hawthorne studies. The four phases, elimination, all those comes under. The physical environment is very important. Then attention shifted to more complex social and psychological condition of work. In any working condition, the physical, social, psychological condition of work is very, very important. So the area number 9 is employee safety, violence and health. The physical and personal consequences of industrial accidents, economic losses, then working hours, loss of working hours, employee compensation, all this depends upon the employee safety and violence and health of the employees. Area number 10 is stress in the workplace. So as we doing the work in any working situation, stresses plays a significant role. If the employees get more stress, he is not able to do the work for functionally or for normally. So he has to reduce the stress and work work without stress is effective in work situation. Job induced stress was widespread effects of physical mental health. It can be interfere with job performance, lead to serious illness. Many organizations attempt to deal with this stress. There are many of the redesigning the stress and give the counseling program to the employee, that is also reduce the stress of the employee. So this is also very important. The next area is called engineering psychology. The design of the tools and equipment, we can call it as a engineering psychology. So it is directly related to the physical work environment and employee motivation and morale and job safety. The machinery of the manufacturing, transportation, service industry, all those comes under this engineering psychology. So last one, finally we have consumer psychology. We have to study the behavior of buyers and sellers here. Consumer psychologists are very important for selling the products and services. So this is plays a significant role in industrial organization psychology. So these are the areas we studied under industrial organization psychology. Hopefully all of you understood areas of industrial organization psychology. Quickly we revise the areas of industrial organization psychology. The first one, tools and techniques of science, recruiting, selecting employees, evaluating employee performance, employee training and development, organizational leadership, motivation, job satisfaction, job involvement, organizational psychology, working condition, employee safety, violence and health, stress in the workplace, engineering psychology, consumer psychology. So these are the main areas involved in industrial psychology. Thank you for watching.